Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Well, what do you see that's missing? Yep, I sold the Yanmar tractor. My oldest daughter posted it on Facebook Marketplace for me, and within 15 minutes we had a lot of people message. Some were asking your bottom dollar and other such stuff, but the first two pretty much were serious about buying it. And a guy from Alabama, which is where I bought the tractor from, sent one of his workers up here with a trailer yesterday and bought it and took it back to Alabama. So I've got a lot of free space under the lean-to on this side, which means I can move the old tractor over here and give me room to kind of work on it and empty out the other side a little bit. So another thing I did, I have almost filled up the second drum of non-ethanol gas. The first one, y'all know, is already full. Now the second one has about 23 gallons in it right now, and it'll hold 34 and a half. That's what the first one held. So roughly it'll hold 10 more gallons if I added it all up right. I may be wrong. It may only hold 5 more gallons. I don't remember. But either way, it's almost full. So I've got plenty of gas stored for the mower and vehicles or whatever if crap gets bad enough and all of that. Hopefully the prices are going to come down real cheap like they did the first time when Trump was in office. But I know it's going to take a while for that to happen. So yeah, I paid more than I would then, but what if something happens between now and then? Because y'all, some of these countries are acting just plain stupid. And if we end up in World War III, it's going to be rough on a lot of people for a while. So I've got, if they were both full, it'd be right at 70 gallons of gas. So I'm roughly at 50 gallons, maybe 55. No, yeah, maybe 60. But either way, I'm almost full. And I keep an empty can in the back of my truck. So when I fill my truck up, I usually fill up one of those cans. And I'm planning on doing that the next time. But since I'm working at Electric Wholesale now, instead of running the roads doing heating and air, even though I was in a company truck, when I was in the office I drove my personal truck, and I was spending about $70 a week on gas. He's just showing out, y'all. But now since I've been working there, my truck has 2 tanks. One tank lasts me a week and a half, so I'm not using near as much gas as I was back then, because we just, I don't do a lot of running around. But either way, I've got enough to fill my truck pretty much twice, and that was my goal. So the third drum I was going to use for diesel fuel, and I still might, but I do not have any diesel equipment right now. But that doesn't mean that we won't be able to barter diesel fuel or get equipment at, if craps hit the fan, that will need diesel fuel. So I'm probably still going to leave that one for diesel fuel. I'm just not going to be in a hurry about filling it up. I did fill up the tractor for the guy when I sold it to him, and I've got a little bit left in that can there, but I'm not going to pour it in the big drum when I've only got a gallon or so left in that can. So it's gone. I hope the guy's happy with his purchase. The guy he sent up here actually got stuck on the dirt road coming to get the tractor, and I had to drive my tractor down to the other end of the dirt road, the long end, which was almost 2 miles away, and pull him up the first big hill on that part of the dirt road with the tractor. And I pulled him about half a mile, And then we disconnected the chains, and he followed me the rest of the way here to get the tractor loaded up and all that. And I also sold him the box blade because I don't have a need for it. I'm not planning on doing any fine grading anytime soon. So, anywho, it's gone. Chickens are doing well. Turkeys are doing well. I have not collected eggs yet. I got home from work about 30 minutes ago, and I've had a full can on the back of the truck that I had forgotten to unload. So I kept smelling gas. So I said, okay, I better get the gas moved. So I quit smelling gas. But I'll probably need to fill at least one of their feeders today. They're just wasting a lot on the ground. I'm not going to mix scratch feed in with it anymore, because they just basically rake out the layer pellets and get the scratch feed is what they're doing. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I've already got a bunch of it mixed in the other can. So when it's gone, and I'm letting their feeders run out so they'll eat it off the ground. And you know, I'm gonna try to go back to doing that. And I'll just give them more scratch as a treat so they don't eat quite as much layer pellets, and hopefully that'll slow them down just a little bit. But maybe it will, maybe it won't. It's fine. As long as they're happy and they're healthy, that's all I really care about. So my egg sales have actually picked up. I've had several people from church that are buying eggs from me, and that's a good thing. And y'all know I put those things on my blueberry bush over here and on this pear tree here. I've still got about 3 more weeks to go before I'll know whether it actually started growing roots like they advertise it to. I don't know. But y'all see it's full of blooms. That's a peach tree. I'm not doing anything with the pear tree since they've got fire blight. I'm going to start fresh with a whole new tree for them. And I'm hoping I can get some new blueberry growth off of those things and plant more blueberry bushes. And that'll give me more of that. And there's the female peacock. I don't show her much. She does hang around quite a bit. I put some feed out on the ground for her and the male and the little rooster that has not went home yet. So, but they still do a lot of scratching around in the yard. But either way, hey, I'm happy. That tractor wasn't big enough for what I needed it to do anyway. So maybe this guy can get some use out of it, and I'll do something else later down the road. We'll just have to see. But anyway, I wanted to make a video and show y'all that not only was the tractor gone, that I have just about finished my fuel storage. And I actually did use my manual pump, my hand pump right there, to move about a half a gallon out of the first barrel into the second, since I filled it to the rim, and give it a little bit of room for air in there, and pumped it into the second one. So my pump still works. It's just a matter of time before I get something better than that. But for now, that's going to get the job done, I hope. And I'm going to get off here and get the cat fed and check the dog's food, check the chickens, gather the eggs. And then maybe I'll get to go inside and feed myself. Hopefully, that's the game plan anyway. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing and following on YouTube and Rumble. And if you have not heard about it yet, libertyclub.net. It's a new free speech platform where you can post like you do on Facebook. You can chat like you do on X or Twitter. And you can post videos similar to Rumble. They are still working on building it, but it has opened up to the public. You can join. You can follow Waters Family Homestead there. There's absolutely no censorship. There's no algorithm at all. As long as you're not breaking the law or posting porn, they have everything goes, free speech. So I'm hoping that platform will take off and do well with a lot of patriots in this country. And we'll see. You know, of course, they don't censor liberals either, so there could be some of those on there. But they're still working on it, making improvements. I can't quite upload the videos like I do for Rumble and YouTube right now, but it is coming. I've done a small video on there, and then they're changing some things around. So hopefully y'all will join me over on libertyclub.net, and we'll enjoy free speech and be able to share prepping and ideas with each other, especially on the self-defense side that Rumble will not allow me to, not Rumble, YouTube will not allow me to do. So I'm going to get off here. Guys, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Remember what I always tell you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe and be prepared.